We're on location.
Action.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, everybody.
we're here.
Welcome to High Ground Gaming, where we are bringing you this game from the beautiful outdoors of northern Michigan. We got a nice
river.
river behind us.
We're going to float down it later today.
Some scenic views. No, unfortunately, we haven't come across any army battles or anything floating down the river. But
No, but we're going to repeat the process that we've done for the last couple of days today. But we thought we'd take the morning to, do a nice little cool Warhammer game on the river in the cabin.
What's a vacation without a little Warhammer in it?
Yeah, we matched the mat to the scenery behind us.
Exactly.
So we're going to have some fun. We got dinosaurs on the river versus
Demons and humans that worship demons. And one very
Sweet.
keen demon. That's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
excited to try out this list.
We're going to throw down. Our brains are probably not in the best mode because of the activities that we have been doing the last couple of days.
Yep, a lot of golf.
Yes, and a lot of floating down a river.
And a lot of floating down the river, a lot of golf. And now some Warhammer.
So here we are.
Here we are. Excited. Hey everybody, excited to play Slaves of Darkness today. I got a fun despoilers list that I'm looking to try out and excited to see how it does. We got the grand strategy, which is overshadow, so keep one of my battle lines alive and try to destroy the other battle line. Then I have inspired as my triumph. We'll see if I get that. My cream of the crop.
How many points are you?
It's 1970.
Oh, neither of us will get it. We're both 1970.
Oh, we're both 1970, so neither of us will get it. So starting out, the man, the myth, the legend, Be'lakor himself. This is a fun list to put him in. He's going to get 2 extra wounds by being a Demon Prince monster. So that will be cool. So he's got 2 extra wounds. I also have the Demon Prince, who's baby Be'lakor. He is going to be having the command trait not to be denied, as well as the demonic axe with the wings and hellfire sword, so he'll be doing mortal wounds on 6s for his wound rolls. Then we have the Chaos Lord up front and center. He is my general. The command trait Idolator Lord, so I will be giving the unit of Iron Golems will be Mark Nurgle now, which is pretty cool, so they're -1 to wound. And then I have the Chaos, and the prayer I picked for him is Curse. So then I have the Sorcerer Lord over here. He's got Horror Frost. Excited to try it out. Haven't got to use it yet, as I mostly play Khorne, so excited to try out some spells. And then I'm going to be doing the 10 Chaos Warriors with 5 Chaos Knights, 1 unit of 16 Iron Golems, and then a Chaos War Shrine that has the Prayer Heal, and then I'm going to have the Realm Scourge Rapture, the Endless spell, to try to have some movement on the board. Then 1 unit of Varangard with Ensorcelled Weapons, and then something I'm really excited to try out is the Gorby's Chariot. It's 100 points, has a really cool ability after charges or after combat. He gets to make a normal move, run over some people, and do D6 mortals on a 3-up. So excited to try that out, see how it works, moving him around the battlefield pretty easily with an 8-inch move. So that's my list, and I'm excited to try it out. I got my battle regiment as well as the Antorian Acolytes, which will let me have the extra dice on a 3-up.
Dinosaurs on the river. Playing Starborn today, Fangs of Sotek. Grand strategy is Repel Corruption. It's a Seraphon one where I can't have any of my opponent's units in my territory by the end of the game. Triumph is inspired, but I won't get it because you are also 1970. Moving on from there, we have Lord Croak himself. Of course, a beautiful model. I absolutely loved painting it. It was a blast, and he's just awesome, cool undead frog. On his left, we have the Skink Starseer, which, as you can see, is actually the original Lord Croak model, because the Starseer itself, which is painted and sitting in front of him, broke off his flight stand. And I've not figured out how to fix it yet, because it's broken off in a really weird way. So if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments, because I also broke off one of my KO boats from its flight stand too. So I'm going to use Lord Croak. It's the same base size. Also fun that I get to use my old Lord Croak model alongside the new one. So that'll be cool. He's my general, command trait, master of star rituals. He'll know the whole lore. I also gave him Hoarfrost, because that's the thing to do. On his left is a Saurus Astrolith bearer, and then left of that is a Skink Star Priest. Cloak of Feathers for some extra movement. That way I can try and set it up to be able to cast Merciless Blizzard, which is on him. So moving on from there, right to the left of that, we have a Spawn of Chotek, which is a old Jurassic Park model, because why not? And then behind that is 5 Raptidons, and then all the way behind the whole army is 2 10 blocks of Saurus Warriors. And on the very right, 2 more monsters, being a Bastildon with the Solar Engine today, and a regular Stegodon. So we're going to see how this goes. I know it's not like a super optimized list, but it's going to be fun to play. I'm still in the process of building and painting some of the newer models, like the new Slan and whatnot. So hopefully I'll finish those soon and get them on the channel. To war. Although the map is green, we are the towers in the tundra. My tower is here. Your tower is the Triceratops skull.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It's a cool map. I think it's one of my favorite concepts in the entire new GHB myself. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously 2 objectives in the middle there. Score 1 if you control one, score 1 if you control both, 2 for your battle tactic. And then the interesting thing is you get 2 points if you control the tower in your own territory. And then 2 points if there's no enemy units contesting the wizard tower in the enemy territory. So if I can kill all your stuff around your tower or vice versa, then you get 2 points.
Cool.
So it's going to be a interesting game. Obviously grand strategy scores you 3. You outdropped me, Brad, so who's first?
Yeah, so I kind of want to let you go first, but I also want to get ahead on points, so I think I'm going to take it.
Cool.
I don't know if it's the right decision, but I'm going to take it.
Let's do it.
Good luck.
To war on the river.
Alright, I'm going to try March of Ruin. So, haven't picked up my slaves in a minute. Trying to learn them a little bit all over again. And yeah, I think my best option with me going first is going to be to try to get 2 units across the border. And then hopefully I can get a charge off into those knights with my knights. And then have this Gorbeast chariot within them. So,
Primal dice?
Yep, we'll go primal dice.
Hey.
So we each get 1, we each get 2.
We each get 2. I have the battalion as well.
I do too.
So on a 3. Yep.
Yep.
So we both have 3.
Both have
3 primal dices. I have 3 command points, and you have 2.
Okay.
What is your heroic action, sir?
First heroic action will be my general. He gets a freebie each turn. I will go ahead and make him have... I'll do an extra command point to him.
Okay, I'll do a command point as well. I will get it.
I will get it.
Put it there.
And then I will use my other one to let Be'lakor cast spells with 3d6.
Cool. And then you got your casting phase, so we will roll that out and let you know what happened.
Yeah. All right, so
long hero phase.
Long hero phase. Was really scared to even cast spells and almost just was like, I don't care. I'm not even going to do it.
3d6 casting is stupidly good.
But with my 3d6 casting, Be'lakor got off
primal dice.
his 2 spells. Cast the Realm Scourge Raptor. Going to try to just block out a chunked area here just to give me some sanity on you coming up at me. And then I also was able to get the 3d6 charge on my horsey boys. And then I was also able to. I tried to cast Hoarfrost on the Horsey Boys.
You used a primal die.
I used
You
one
had a
primal dice.
15. I had to use all
He had to
three of
use
my
all
primal
threes.
dice along with the +3 from
Croak.
because I rolled very poorly, but I couldn't let him have Hoarfrost since I know he's charging this turn with him.
Yep. And then on top of that, I gave these guys a 6-up ward, 6-up ward here. I gave a 6-up ward auto from the wizard, and that is my thing. So I'm gonna try to get 2 units into his territory, and hopefully with the 3d6 charge, I can definitely do that. I'm probably gonna have to auto 6 this guy because he moves 9. I might have to leave a horse out of combat just to make sure I'm close to him as well. So we will go to movement, and we'll be back after that. Alright, so blocked out my area. Got, he can't teleport in this middle section. He can teleport over here. He can also teleport over here if he wants to do his crazy spell that kills something with a zillion damage. Can't stop it. It's going to happen or it's not. The threat is always going to be there, so there's nothing I can do about it. But I can just block out as easy as possible, as good as I can, and that's all I can do. From there, I moved out, blocked off this area. They're here, gonna charge in. He got a 6, but moved towards me to try to keep me from getting into his back lines. And then my Gore Chariot made it over, so he just has to.
And
move
that's
in
the
3.
one you chose
Yep,
to be
that's
the
one I chose.
target, not the knights.
Not the Knights. Yep, it's this guy. Because he, with an auto 6, he guaranteed me to get over it. So I just needed the Knights to either make a charge or stick around. So the Knights, all they have to do is survive, which I hope they can do that. They're going through
Pretty good at that.
They're
That's
pretty
their-
good at that.
that's
They're
their
minus.
job.
They're Nurgle, -1 to wound. They have a 6-up ward. They'll get it anyway for my shrine, but at least I know I got it. So we're going to charges now. Shooting, actually. I do have shooting, but they're out of range. So we'll go to charges. So charges will be 3d6. The lowest dice roll will turn to a 4. So I'm pretty confident.
I think you can do a 3-inch charge. Hey, you did it.
This 4 will turn into a 4. So that is
15. 13.
13-inch charge.
15.
15
We
inch
can
charge.
math, I swear.
Math. 15. All right, 15-inch charge. And we'll be back after the charges are complete for combat.
All right, so he finished his charge, and I just want to showcase this because it's a smart play on Brad's part. So he finished the charge, and he did it where he stayed outside of 6 here, so I couldn't unleash hell. And so these guys were farther back, and then he used his 3-inch pile-in to move them forward. That way I couldn't pile in and take the objective from him because I have a lot of, dudes there. And if they survive combat, then I could do a pretty good amount of work. So it was really
Yeah.
smart on Brad's part.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to point that out before we start rolling the combat dice. Alrighty, so lost 3 warriors. You lost a knight.
Lost a knight.
Pretty uneventful, mostly bounced off of each other. I have to do battle shock. I could lose 1 if I rolled a 6, so I'll just pass it with a command point. And you don't have anything to worry about, right? You only lost 1.
No, yeah, it can't fail.
Cool. So scoring, you will score 1, 2, and then
3,
2
4.
for there, and then 2 for your battle tactic. So it'll be 6.
6.
6-0 going into Seraphon turn 1. All right, Seraphon turn 1. We're going to get to do a cool battle tactic, Cold-Blooded Resilience. This unit of warriors can't retreat, they can't die, and they can't be removed from the battlefield, but they have to start within 3 of an enemy unit.
Okay.
So they're there, they just have to not be dead at
Yeah.
the end of the turn. I think I can accomplish that.
Yeah.
From there, I get to do the magic dice stuff. So you get 1, 2 on a 4. No.
Nope.
On a 3. Yes.
No.
So I will have 1.
I'll have 2.
You still have 2 from
Yep,
your turn.
Still have 2 from my last turn.
And then my heroic action, I'm going to teleport, but I'm just going to shift from one side of the pyramid to the other so that I'm outside of 9 of the knights, but within 12 of the knights.
Does that happen at the beginning of? Oh, that's your
Start of the hero
for your
phase,
start of hero
it's
phase.
my heroic action.
Cool.
And then, yeah, what's your heroic action? And are you using Bellicor?
I think. Do you have any other start of the hero phase stuff?
No,
No? Okay.
not that I'm aware of.
Um,
I think everything else is in the hero phase.
okay. I will use Be'lakor to... I'll do an extra unbind. I'll do an unbind on Be'lakor.
As you can hear in the background, we have
Wildlife.
dogs next door. This is because we're playing outside.
Yeah, so Mother Nature's out here today. Yeah, so I'll do an extra unbind from Be'lakor, and
Okay.
then I will do
Is he within? Oh, you mean mini Be'lakor?
Yeah, mini Be'lakor.
Well,
Yeah.
he's already. Is he a wizard?
No,
Oh, he's not. Okay.
you can do it.
Okay, so you're in range.
So he'll have one unbind. So I'll
Okay.
have one from him, 2 from Be'lakor, and then I will have my other one be Be'lakor, get an extra command point. There goes a dice.
Dice down.
Nope.
Okay. And then, are you using Bellacor's ability?
Yes, I will use Be'lakor's ability to target.
Stegadon?
I kind of want to do that one, but I also kind of want to do your shooter guy. Because he's going to hurt.
Yeah, you're within the 12 inches of him.
But if I fail it, then it doesn't matter. I'll do the Stegadon on the other side of the table. So that will be
Okay.
shut down on each phase. That's the shooty one, or is that...
Shooty.
So it's the same as that one?
I mean, they're different, but it is a 3 damage shot. It's 1 rend. This is 3 damage shot at 3 rend.
And they both count. This one counts as 10 and that one counts as 5 on objective?
Correct.
Okay, I'll do the one that counts as 10 on objective.
Okay. You don't need to roll for the hero phase because it doesn't do anything in the hero phase. So.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna jump to me doing a boatload of abilities, and we'll show you what happened.
Yep.
Okay, another long hero phase. Lots of spells to cast. I'm up to 10 total points for my cosmic power, and I was able to cast Croak's spell twice and Comet's Call. Did some mortal wounds. Whittled away at the knights. The first thing I did was cast the Stop the Ward. I used my 1 primal dice to get it through, and I stopped their ward. Then I cast Cosmic Crush. I only did 1 mortal with it. It should have probably done like 2 or 3, but no big deal. And then Croak did a bunch of mortals to them, and then I got the D6 for Comet's Call. I got a 5, so I was able to do mortals here, and then to all 3 of the little heroes. And you failed, I think, all your ward saves except for 1 on the
Yep.
little Demon Prince Be'lakor. I did not cast Blizzard because I didn't have any primal dice, and it was only a +2. So instead I tried to cast Mystic Shield, and I rolled a 3, which with +2 was 5, and then you unbounded on a 6. And then I used this to try and do mortal wounds over there, which puts it on 4s instead of the 2s, like if I had chosen this, which would have only hit that. So I rolled for there. I only got the Varangard, did 1 mortal wound to the Varangard that you did not ward. You then moved this thing, and then we did 3 mortal wounds to the Bastildon with it, and
Now it's half movement.
now it's half move, which doesn't move very fast anyway. So it's pretty much just stuck there, unless I dispel that, which I could have tried. I forgot all about it, but maybe I'll do it at the top of your turn or my turn, whoever gets the next turn. So now we are headed toward movement, so you get to roll for Be'lakor for my Stegadon.
Yep. Looking for a 3 up.
Hey,
Can't move.
you did it. All right, let's move some stuff. All right, so we're back. So the way this all played out, I shifted the Bastildon a little bit here, just to give room for these Raptidon chargers. These were auto-6'd to get 10 on the objective. I was able to get 13 here. You redeployed your hero, so now you have 14 on the objective before I charge. These guys can still charge. All they did was move. Obviously, we saw you Be'lakor here, so...
So I'll see if he can shoot. Can't shoot.
Okay. And then I moved the Salamander, well, not a Salamander, Spawn of Chotek over here. And then I shifted all these. I put Croak in the front because if you get the turn, you're going to fly Be'lakor in, and I'd rather have you get in combat with Croak and hope that I can at least, like, you know, roll enough dice to heal through it, and versus you just taking out my little heroes. I wanted to summon, because I have 10 points, to get a screen of skinks, but as you can see, this 9-incher doesn't get me the screen where I need it to be. I really had hoped to off the knights in the hero phase, and if I had gotten Croak off one more time, but you were able to unbind it, if I had gotten it, they probably would be dead. And then I would have been able to get the screen, and I'd been happy, but I also would have been able to move the Saurus Warriors. So, yeah, either way, that didn't happen that way. So here we are. And I'm going to hope I get the double, but up until that point, let's go to shooting. I got quite a few dice to roll and decisions to make on targeting, so we'll show you where it all ends up. Okie dokie. I was able to get the hit and the wound on the one shot into the knights. I chose the one because if it got damaged through, then they'd be -1 to save. You were able to make the save roll though, so that didn't end up mattering. I decided to use the Bastillodon to shoot at the warriors because if I could just knock off one dude, then I have the objective. In this case, I was able to do 6 total damage, but you ward saved 2 of them, so I knocked off 2 guys. So I do hold the objective without charging, but still probably going to charge those Raptidons because they're one of the better hitting units in the army, and might as well try and either get into the warriors or the hero behind. And then, yeah, couldn't shoot with the Stegodon, so nothing to do there. What else happened? I think that was it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. So now we're going to the charge phase. So I'm going to start with the spawn of Chotek, and we'll get that. He's just going to tiptoe right on in there. Along with his little retinue. And then we're going to charge the Raptidons. And 8.
You get it.
I'm actually going to stay outside of 3 of the Demon Prince. Somehow. If I can. He's pretty good in combat too, though. I'll figure this out, and then we're going to jump right to combat, and we'll show you where everything happens. Before we do that, I just want to show you Croak's Golden Death Mask ability. So I'm going to target the Knights and roll for it. And I don't think so. I think I have to beat your bravery. Yeah, so I'm not going to beat your bravery on a 6.
Yep.
So if I did, though, you would be strike last.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is kind of cool.
So it's not really a shot. It's just like a weird...
Yeah. Yeah, it's just his golden death mask.
12-inch range?
I didn't put the death mask on the model, so I don't know if I can actually use it. I chose the big feather instead.
Ooh.
I used my golden feather.
The golden feather. It is a pretty golden feather.
Let's jump to combat. So another cool thing, if you're not super versed in AOS or you're just getting started learning like some cool tactics in the game, I stayed outside of 3 inches on finishing the charge of both the Demon Prince and that hero. So that way when I pile in, I'll get to where I want to be. And then that allows me to choose to start over here with one of these units in combat without having to worry about the other heroes getting in. It's just the warriors. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start probably with either him or the warriors. I got to look at their war scrolls, and then we're going to roll the attacks.
All right.
Okie dokie. So we did some things. I lost 2 Raptidons over there. I purposely sequenced it where I attacked with this unit and that unit to get him to pile in. I was hoping to have him pile in so the warriors could also attack, or at the very least just keep the Demon Prince out, so I'm not piling in and bringing the Demon Prince in, which worked out, but I did lose 2 Raptidons in the process, and then I rolled like a not very good amount of attacks.
I made all my saves.
And you made all your saves, so I did no damage. And then over here, we left 1 knight with 1 wound remaining. So we almost got him, but not quite. The spawn took 2 wounds.
Oh, I have 1 more attack. Sorry, I keep forgetting that he has an attack. Crushing Fists.
Okay.
3s and 3s. Sorry about that. Those will all hit. And 3s. Just 1 at no run. 2 damage.
Okay. So now he has taken 4 damage instead. And we have Battle Shock. So I'll roll for my Raptidons over there. A4, so I'll actually lose 1 more.
Oh, then we tie.
So now I don't get the objective.
So we'll tie on that objective.
So I will actually not score
6.
a full 6, I'll score 5.
5, yep.
You have bravery there. You lost 3 or 2. No, you lost 3.
Lost 3 this turn. Bravery 7. Good.
Okay. And then you lost some warriors too.
They lost their bravery. That doesn't matter. Bellacor's fully healed.
You lost 2 warriors.
I lost 2 warriors. I don't think I can lose it with... my warriors. I don't know why in the app they have one warrior standing in the thing, so I scroll past it every time. So they're bravery 7 plus 1, so they're 8. So I can't fail, but 5. I'm good.
Okie dokie. I gotta check, do they get anything special for their bravery actually? Add 1 to bravery. Okay, so I do beat them. Thank God. I forgot to check the banner.
Okay.
So they stick around. Yeah, it's +1 bravery. Cool. Well, that makes me feel better. So I will score 6.
Okay.
So it's going to be 6-6 going into the next round.
Yep.
And we have a big roll off.
Yes, we do. 6.
5.
I will take that turn. Alright, so I took the turn. I'm going to charge with 3 units, so I just have to get 3 charges off, which I think is pretty doable. These 2 are pretty close, he's pretty close. These guys can move up if they need to. We're going to primal dice. 4.
Both get
so
2.
Get 2.
3. I get another one.
Nope.
So
So you have 3, I have 2.
you have heroic action.
Heroic action, I am going to... start with an extra command point on Be'lakor. I'll get it.
Okay.
So he'll have an innate one on himself. And then I will go ahead and choose the Demon Prince to best day ever.
I'm going to find a Stour Croak.
Okay.
Just on the off chance that you come into him this turn.
Yep. Okay. And then we will go to my spellcasting phase.
Oh yeah, and we did determine that I rolled at least a minimum of 1/6 on my wound rolls, which would have killed that last remaining wound on that night.
Yep.
Just to clarify.
Yep.
So you're going to go to casting and prayers and all that. We'll roll it and then tell you what happened.
Yep. Alright, so there's no point of casting against Seraphon like I initially thought. He unbound everything even though I got a 17. He was able to still unbind it.
Primal dice.
With 1 primal
and a
dice.
+3 from Croak.
Yep. Then I basically whiffed on all my casts.
2 things we forgot to show on camera. I tried rallying here, I got nothing. And then I dispelled the endless spell.
Yep. And then we'll go to my movement phase. Alright, so I moved accordingly. I need to make 3 charges. He blocked off Croak from me going and murder, death killing him.
Yeah, I got a big 6 on a redeploy.
So we'll see if I can get back there.
And then I redeployed here to try and stay outside of the Baron Guard. But
I need an 8 to hop over.
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. So,
Shooting?
shooting. These guys actually are shooting, but it's 8 inches. Nobody else in my army can shoot. So we will go to charge rolls, and we'll be back.
Well, roll 'em.
All right. Oh, yeah. Start with Be'lakor. Big Daddy.
6.
6, don't get me there. I'm just going to get... Bellacor's going to get blown up. It's literally about to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. It's 12 inches for the teleport guy, but he can just teleport
I can
anywhere.
just teleport him, so I'll be able to get him one way or the other. Yep. But yeah, I mean, if you want to stay out, then like right there is 12 at the end of the tape measure.
Yep. So I'll just go there. And then I will go ahead to charge with my Demon Prince. No, I'll start with the... Yeah, actually, I'll start with this hero here.
That'll do it.
9, that's what I needed with Be'lakor. He will come... Stay here.
He moves 10, I think.
Go on this
It's either
side.
8 or 10.
It's fine. He... and then I will charge the Vanguard. 6.
Do they get any bonuses?
I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure 6 gets me where I need to be. I'll check for a bonus.
I don't think they do.
Okay. And then I will go to the Demon Prince charging. Charge at the big guy. 7.
I think that gets you there.
You got 1 command point left?
Mm-hmm.
From here?
Uno command pointo.
So I'll come all the way into here. Alright. And then I will charge with the big guy. Something big.
The Wall Shrine.
So. Wall Shrine will come in here. Okay. So it'll be within 3 of your thing. So I can try to smash it.
It's a monster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I thought it was a totem.
It's a monster totem.
Cool.
Then I will. Well, at least he's a behemoth, right?
He's not a monster, though. Yeah, he's not a monster.
He's not a monster?
No.
He's a behemoth, but not a monster.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tell the difference?
It doesn't have the keyword.
Okay. I will then go ahead, and that kind of just changes everything.
You want to put him into the warriors instead?
No.
Yeah, like Be'lakor has the keyword monster.
Okay.
The Chaos War Shrine does not
And
have
then-
the keyword monster.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Okay, we had an eventful and uneventful combat all at the same time. So, 2 warriors left here. The Salamander, Spawn of Chotek, that thing's dead. And then I lost 3 here. They actually tanked the Varangard pretty good. The Varangard also rolled pretty poorly. The Bastillodon did
After
not
fighting
take...
twice?
Yep, after fighting twice. The Bastillodon is sitting pretty, didn't take any damage. And then I lost my Raptidons over there. So we have Bravery here. 5 plus 5 lost means I lose 1 more.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll just have the leader.
They're-
Yeah, they're Bravery 9. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So.
Oh, I thought you said their bravery went way down.
No, the Raptidons have bad bravery. Their bravery's pretty good.
Because you failed the thing, I get to heal D3.
And then Be'lakor took a bunch. He took, what, 8 damage that turn?
Yep.
And then these warriors over here, I think I'm good, even with a 6, because I lost 3, so that equals, yeah, so I can't fail. So,
You lost 3? You lost 3, because I killed 1 early. Oh, that was last turn. No?
Was this, how many is here?
That
1,
was
2,
this turn.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I
You
lost,
lost-
I lost
yeah,
4.
so you had 1 runs.
So 1 runs, yeah. I just needed to not roll that 6. But I did. Okay, so you will hold both objectives, and you'll score your full 6.
Yep.
And then it's Seraphon turn 2.
Yep.
Okay. Okie dokie. I'm going to do a Seraphon battle tactic, Celestial Obliteration. I know there's others that are probably better than that, but I think this will be fun. So I'm going to do it, see if I can accomplish killing Be'lakor, because he doesn't have a ward save. Hopefully I can. Then from there, we're going to do the other start of the hero phase stuff. Let's do the magic dice. I do not have that one.
I did not get it.
And then on a 3, yes.
Yep.
So I will have 3 total. You also have 3?
Mm-hmm.
Fun. I will use, because I need to do this battle tactic, the teleport. Ta-da, as my heroic action. What is your heroic action, sir?
I'll take an extra unbind with Be'lakor.
And then
I'll
for
also... I can't heal because you're in combat with me somehow.
And then for my celestial points, I have 4 wizards, so I will go to 17. Well, 3 wizards and then the totem thing. So I'm up to 17 there. And then got to do a whole bunch of casting, so we'll show you what happened. Okie dokie. So I was able to Mortal Wound Be'lakor off, as well as the Chariot. The Chariot was the thing I chose because it only had 1 wound remaining. I did a few Mortal Wounds to both of them with Croak as well. I did not need to use Blizzard. Croak and this guy were able to get it there, enough to get Be'lakor, and then I failed his spell. I rolled a 2 and a 1, and I wasn't going to use my magic dice or whatever, primal dice, to do it, so chose not to do that. So battle tactic accomplished. I obviously will hold that objective. Now we're going to go to movement, and then we may call it an early game from there. We'll see. So going to move. Okay, we're going to call it an early game. We're on vacation, and we want to go float down the river. So, you know, the really inevitable thing that's going to happen... Whoa, that was a huge horsefly. The inevitable thing that's going to happen, I'm going to summon 10 Saurus Guard. I'm going to be able to park him on that objective. With Be'lakor and all that stuff gone, and the knight's gone, it's going to be hard for him to come back over there. I'm going to be able to take the Stegodon in. I mean, it'll be close over here as far as the game is concerned until I slowly start to whittle away.
This is the Mortal Wounds. I can't get to Croak now, so I'm just going to sit back and take Mortal Wounds the rest of the game.
Yeah, like Croak and this stuff is going to end up eventually on the next turn that I get deleting that stuff. This stuff is stuck in combat, so like over the course of the game...
Didn't realize this was on a 2-up save. I shouldn't have even gone into it. Should have took both of them over here to make sure I cleared out the warriors.
Yeah, I thought he knew. Otherwise, I would have told him.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, you know, keep the information back on purpose. I thought that he knew it was a 2-up save.
So they have 0. Like the shrine has no rend, so there's really no. And I couldn't even stomp him for mortal wounds or anything. So like, I didn't realize it wasn't a monster. But my real goal was to get here so I could blow that up with this because it's a behemoth, but it's not a monster. So that kind of put me in an awkward, compromising position because what I went to go do, I couldn't do. So like the whole purpose of that being in that spot was to blow up the shrine. But
I don't know if that even ended up mattering. But like,
well, it would have turned off your +1 at least to all your spell casting, which made a lot of differences. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it there. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Sorry we're cutting it short, but I'm pretty sure this would have played out into a victory for him.